Hi guys, it's Choma here, back with another video, and for today it's the first episode. Or is it the first episode? Technically it's the second because the first one was the intro, but we don't know. We're not counting episodes anyway. The wedding's not until next year, Choma. We're not counting episodes. Alright, sorry. Hi guys, it's Choma here, back with another video, and for today it is a wedding series video. I know you guys have been waiting because I dropped my intro and then I started giving you guys other content, and then you were like, but Choma, you said that you would start doing the wedding series videos, so where are they? Here is one. This is it, this is it, this is it. Yes, I'm excited because there is a lot of things I can't control right now when it comes to planning a wedding, but outside is open now, and the first thing that I can actually try and do is see what I actually like in terms of wedding dresses and try them on. So this is the start, guys. I am going to try on my very first wedding dresses on Saturday, and I'm so excited. I cannot wait. I know what I'm looking for. I know the style, but I'm also open to wild cards. I'm also open to it. But in this video, I wanted to actually talk about the checklist because I was researching and I was trying to find videos, especially when it related to like natural brides. I couldn't really see like a checklist of things you want to be able to do or prepare for before you actually go and start trying on wedding dresses, or on the day as well, like what you actually need and what you have to do and stuff like that. So I thought I would actually put this video together. The things I've researched and found out have helped me, are going to help me on Saturday, and I hope that they'll be helpful for anybody else out there who is a bride, who's wanting to try on dresses for the very first time. There are a lot of things that you don't think about and you're like, yeah, I should have thought about that, but you don't. You show up and you're like, oh, I'll come back again. Don't waste your time. Don't waste your time. So that's what this video is all about. Your checklist of the things that you need, what to think about, and what to bring with you when you're going to try on wedding dresses. So let us get started. All right, guys, here we go. So I have booked 2 appointments on Saturday. I am so excited to be able to go. Now, we are still in this pandemic. We are still in this just easing out of lockdown. So things are going to be completely different from how it was pre the Rona, okay? Completely different. So the first thing that I have on my checklist, and what I did and what I recommend when you are thinking about picking out what shops to go to, always think about where you're going and if there are any other shops within that area. So there's one shop here in London in Stratford called David's Bridal, and that's the one we went to when my niece was looking for dresses last year. Because you know I got a niece that got married, girl. Where have you been? Because there's a whole video, a bridesmaid video, that you should check out if you've missed it. It's right there. So I initially thought, well, I'll start there with what I know because I'm familiar with like the place. So I've booked an appointment with David's Bridal. Now I was thinking, right, there are other places that I should think about. The more popular wedding shop is Perovius, and Perovius have a flagship in Bond Street, and then they have partner wedding shops as well, so the ones that stock Perovius in their shop. So I didn't want to do the whole hopping from Stratford back into West End, and so I actually went around and I was like, what is the closest to Stratford, East London, what is the closest shop that I can go to? And I found Plush Couture, and Plush Couture is in Chingford. So between going from Chingford to Stratford doesn't take too long, still within East London. So that's essentially where I'm going to, and the first checklist and tip that I will share in terms of when you're actually looking or shopping around and thinking about where to go is research the initial shop that you have in mind and what else is around within the area, so that you're saving transport time and you're not rushing from one end of London to the other end of London, or one end of town, wherever you are, to the other end of town all in one day, because it can be exhausting. And another tip that you can actually do, especially again in this pandemic, Plush Couture is only allowing me to bring 1 person, and then David's Bridal I'm allowed up to 2 guests. And I really wanted to be able to experience this first time with a lot of the women in my family that have essentially raised me, been a part of my journey, been a part of my sisterhood. Like, I just wanted everybody to be able to experience this moment with me. I already know that I probably won't find the dress on Saturday because, like, realistically, who finds the dress on on their first run at wedding dress shopping, but I really just wanted to be able to have my say yes to the dress moment with the people around me. And because I can't do that in store physically, I have created an event. So I have the Say Yes to the Dress Zoom edition, and it's basically an invitation to the women in my life to help me find the perfect dress for my big day. I'll have my phone with me. I'll make sure that I've got a backup charger. I have left the option for people to join me when I'm trying on dresses either in Plush Couture or David's Bridal. I've got family in different time zones as well. So I've got sisters in Denver, Colorado. I've got 2 bridesmaids in Zambia. So everybody is going to be able to join whichever one they can make it, but I just wanted to be able to do something extra special for everybody as well. Like, I feel like that is an element where it will just be nice for everybody to be able to see me try on dresses for the very first time. So I'm really, really excited about that. And that's another idea in the checklist that you can actually do if you wanted to be able to create more of an event out of it as well. On the day, things that I know that I should remember to do is, ideally you want to be able to try on dresses in heels. So this I've known since like my pageant days. Yes, long story, one for story time. I did actually used to be a pageant girl. So the first rule is always bring your heels. So that's what I'm going to be able to do. They won't be the heels I will wear on my wedding day, but just to give me an idea in terms of like elevation and, you know, I think David's Bridal actually give you a stool, so you can actually stand on the stool with the dress, but I kind of want to be in heels for this. Another one for us girls who are working on their figure. Okay, I know that this body will not be my wedding body. We're crossing fingers. I don't know when I should stop eating bread yet, but I really love bread. Oprah said that it's okay to eat breads, but yeah, will it help me? I don't even have like a set, I want to be this figure on my wedding day. I just don't want to be bloated, and I want the dress to fit me in the way that I feel nice, because, you know, lockdown, I have eaten, I have enjoyed life. I mean, if I'm not dining out, I'm dining in, darling. Like, we have, you know, I've enjoyed life. Let's just say that I've enjoyed life to the point of where, like, the tummy. Hey, this right here, oh, we've got work to do. In the meantime, okay, to give me a more flattering figure when I'm trying on these dresses, best believe I'm taking my Spanx. Best believe I'm taking my shapewear. Like, I am, and I will need something to make me go. Okay, so that's another tip that you can add to your checklist as well, is bring your Spanx with you. Bring some kind of shapewear just so that you are comfortable with your figure when you're trying on the dresses. You want to feel like, yes, you know, like, yeah, you know, that's what I'm going to do anyway. I'll let you know how it works out. But as well as that, a secondary tip to that, and what I have put on my checklist, is to make sure that I don't eat anything heavy the night before. So Friday evening will be a very light dinner evening. That morning will be a very light breakfast morning, because I do not want to feel bloated. I drink apple cider vinegar in the morning anyway. It really, really helps with bloating, by the way. But yes, I will drink my apple cider vinegar. I want to feel like my tummy's on flat naya, even though we won't get it there like that yet. But I'll have my Spanx in there. I'll have my shapewear. And then another one to add to your checklist, and sometimes people may forget this, I have added this to my checklist, I had to remind myself, is to bring the right bra. So for me, I have actually stopped wearing like proper underwire bras. I like these like bra, I don't even have it on. I now wear bralettes rather than actual bras. Now, depending on the type of dress style that you want, you may want to be able to have like a lift, but then the dress may also still be able to lift you up naturally, just depending on how your breastises are and what they're situated at. I used to have bee stings for breasts, but you know, with age comes weight. And so they have grown a little bit. And so I know that I need to be able to get a bra that's fitting. For the type of dress style that I'm going for, I will need a strapless bra. So I'll need to just make sure that whatever I'm wearing on the day, if it doesn't fit that particular bra, just bring it along with me, just so that if I need a bra, I can actually wear it and see what it looks like. So you want to be able to make sure that you bring the right bra to your dress fitting to be able to fit the style of dress that you're looking for. Also consider wild cards. So you may not always try on dresses that are like dead set to your style. You might have a wild card. That wild card might come in different forms. So you kind of want to be able to find a bra that is the most practical for you when you're going to try on your wedding dresses. That's something else to be able to add to your checklist, or a top tip to be able to bring with you when you're trying on wedding dresses. And then, as well as this, one of my favorite things I've been able to do is envision the type of hairstyles I would like to do for my wedding day. And like what I am thinking about is also being able to experiment as I go wedding dress shopping, just being able to get used to what my natural hair looks like in a wedding dress. So a lot of different styles that we'll consider will be like updos or pin back styles. Even for natural hair brides, we won't necessarily think about leaving your hair out on the big day. And so you can actually experiment while you're going to try on wedding dresses. I really like this updo that I've done today. It's not necessarily a bridal look, but you can even go doing something like this just to give you a visual of what you would look like when you're trying on these wedding dresses. I'm going to go with just an afro with my hair not in its natural state. I think it will still be quite stretched, but I want to be able to see myself with just my hair out, just to see what it looks like for the first time around. So that's what I'm going to do, and something for you guys to be able to consider as well in terms of how you will have your hair. Just do your hair, make it nice, and then yeah, it makes it nicer when you go and try on wedding dresses as well, and to feel out natural hairstyles. Another one is, and I don't know, like, this might be controversial, I don't know, but I'm wearing makeup to go and try on wedding dresses. Like, I'm sorry, I'm gonna look cute, and I'm gonna be on Zoom and I'm hosting, so I'm gonna look cute, okay? And besides, this is another thing, like, me and my friends were talking and I was like, don't you go into wedding dresses anyway instead of coming out of them? But I'm saying this because I will be wearing makeup, but I'm taking my headscarf with me. So for all of my natural brides, for all of my black brides, I don't know, even I think white brides or other ethnic brides would be able to use this technique as well, yeah? So if anything needs to go over your head, take a scarf with you, babe. Why? Because me, I'll be looking cute, I've got my makeup on, my hair is done up nice, and then they might want to say, oh, it needs to go over your head. Now they're gonna look at you, you've got foundation on, it's gonna stain up the dress, when you can just do this. Yep, just do this, and then they can put whatever they need to put on your face. It's not going anywhere. Cover it all up. It covers it all up. It's a technique I've been using to put on normal dresses, so it will work the same way. But I feel like with wedding dresses, you go into them anyway. But just in case, babe, take a scarf with you, because I am. And then finally, you know, us brides, sometimes we won't call it bridezilla or whatever, but you might get hangry, okay? You might have been so excited to rush to go and try on these dresses that you may have skipped breakfast, depending on when the appointments are. You may not have even eaten lunch. Then you're there trying on dresses angry and upset because you're hungry. Why? Why would you do that? Take snacks with you, babe. Just take some snacks. Take snacks with you. Very simple. Light snacks that you can just as you go along. And I advised earlier, if you're making the locations nearby, that way you're not spending too much time traveling, thinking about food, getting angrier. You go from one place to the other place, then you're all set and ready to go. Done. Very simple. And that is it, guys. That is all. Aside from that, I'm going to make sure that I enjoy this day. It's this very special day. It's the first time that I'm going to try on wedding dresses. I'm going to make sure that everybody is a part of it in some kind of way, and that is by creating the Zoom party. I'll call it a Zoom party. Say yes to the dress edition event that I will be doing as well. I'm really excited about it. I am going to vlog it, so that will be the next video that you guys see from me, is me actually trying on wedding dresses. So another bonus tip is make sure that you take plenty of pictures, pick out the styles that you really liked, even though you won't be deciding that day, you may have forgotten what certain like wedding dresses look like. So always make sure that you've got somebody there with you that's taking pictures as well, so you can look back on and see what you liked about the dress, what you didn't like about the dress, and all of that kind of stuff. But yes, for now, that is it from me, guys. I hope you've enjoyed this video. If you have, give it a thumbs up. Also, comment below, are there any other tips that I'm missing, anything else on the checklist that you guys, if you've gone through this process, if you feel will be helpful for us new brides, please comment below. We want to know, girl. We need all the help that we can get. As well as that, if you're joining me for the very first time or you're returning and you haven't subscribed, go ahead and hit that red button to subscribe. Also, turn on the auto notification bell, and that way you'll never miss a beat. All right, guys, until next time, bye.